And now for a moment of silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk with you again.
Because a vision softly creeping
Left its seeds while I was sleeping. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Open Toe Radio. With me, as always, is Smitty, because it's his show.
Hello.
And I am your host, Sean. And what you got on your mind, Smitty?
My thoughts and prayers.
My thoughts and prayers. Prayer warriors, mount up.
Mount them up. Here we go. Sending out prayer warriors tonight to
Send it
everybody.
up. Everybody get them. Here they come.
I heard you had an infected vagina, so I wanted to say something on the Facebooks about it tonight.
Oh, fuck. That's the cesspool of the internet.
The internets.
Yeah. I mean, it can be for good things, but most of the time, it's not.
No. It is for, I mean, you know, I enjoy getting on there and you know, from time to time, you know,
Drop the bass.
watching some YouTubes and like,
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes I gotta learn lyrics off of it, and
that aspect is there. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your Facebooks, your Twitters, your Instagram.
Twitter's isn't as bad as the Facebook.
Well, the reason Twitter's not is because A, you don't have a lot of space to say a bunch of bullshit, and B, I mean, I only follow celebrities, I'll be honest, in this podcast because it's the greatest.
Now, are you calling sport celebrities, like athlete celebrities, or no? Are you just calling them athletes? Or
yeah, I would put them in there. Yeah.
So that's about all I do too. Comedians, sports figures, and
TV
celebs.
shows, you know, if you follow something. Anything you want to follow, it's nice, but yeah, I left the Facebooks because I
probably legitimately only have 5 personal friends on Twitter. Everything else is just celebs and sports figures.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And
of course I'm following Open Toe Radio, but
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of the best podcasts out there.
For as little material as we got out there, I think we're hitting some home runs.
Yeah, we're nailing it. I mean, I've turned down I don't know how many sponsorships already.
I know Amazon has been knocking on the doors. We tell them to go fuck themselves.
Right. I tell them I don't get out of bed for less than 40 G's.
Yeah.
And they're offering 100. I said, no, I want 40.
Hey, I said 40.
Listen, fuckface. And I call Jeff Bezos fuckface. That's how well I know him.
Bald-headed fuckface. That's what he said to him.
He's like, come on, man. You just bring it in. We'll set you up in a studio. I was like, no.
We only work out of a garage.
I work out of a fucking garage, and I only take 40 a year because I don't want to be bumped into a higher tax bracket.
I have to check with my tax man on that, but if you already got the check made out, that's all right.
But no, what I was saying was with like Facebook. I quit Facebook. The reason I did, I get tired of opening the damn thing up every day and seeing, first of all the stupid bullshit that goes around that's not true. You know, 98% of it's bullshit. Someone's like, yeah, the sun's getting closer to the earth, and now the moon is the sun.
We're all gonna die.
Holy shit! I better fucking send this back out because this is some important shit.
Sharing.
And then the other one that gets on my fucking nerves is when you open it up and it says, "Oh, I had a bad day today," or, "Yeah, feeling a little down,
feeling heartbroken."
It's just like
feeling pissed.
Quit fucking fishing, you fucktards.
Or, I'm not stealing this from anybody. I'm not. But Anthony Jeselnik has said this, and we have thought this ourselves before we listened to his stand-up. But, you know, it's the people that go out and, like I was talking about this other lady, you know, don't forget about me, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's about me. Yeah, look at me. Look at me.
Oh, yeah. Look at all this shit's happened to people, you know, today in Manchester. And thoughts and prayers going out to Manchester. No. You don't give a fuck. You just saying, hey, I know all that's happened. But don't forget, hey, look, I'm right here, you know.
Yeah, look at me. Hey, oh, shit. This happened? The bomb? Oh, okay. Okay, those people, that's a bad deal. Oh, hey, look at me. Hey,
look,
thoughts and prayers.
My dog took a shit over here on the carpet. I don't know if you guys see that. I know there's people over here dead, but
yeah, but
you guys see this shit my dog left for
Thoughts and prayers for your dog shit.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I was.
It was a living being at one time.
I set aside my day for that.
Now it's petrified over in the corner, and I ain't picking it up. Fuck it.
No.
Picking up shit.
No, you don't get paid for that.
No.
No.
I don't pick it up for less than 40 G's.
40 G's, not a penny more.
No. Or not a penny less.
Exactly.
40
You balding
G's.
fuck.
Who the fuck does that guy think
Who
he
the
is?
fuck does he think he is? Come in my house and dishonor my family. You fucking.
And then he pisses on your
He
rug?
pissed on my fucking rug.
That was a nice rug, too, man. It really tied the room together.
Did it not? Holy shit. Yeah, the fishing bullshit I can't. I see it other places now, and every fiber of my being, I just want to scream. I just can't stand that shit. I don't give a fuck. I honestly don't give a fuck. The only people that I give a fuck about would be the ones that are close enough to me. Now, if somebody was asking for help or whatever and they direct message me, that's different. But just throwing it out there so people go, oh my God, what happened? Oh, Jesus, what happened?
Oh, you was in the hospital.
Oh.
I'm going to give you an update from my hospital visit today.
I went to the hospital
Oh, these fucking
and
people.
I had my ass carved out.
And God, thank God.
Thank God.
I sat on that table and I said, I'm praying to Jesus Christ that I will make it out of this all right. And I woke up.
And I woke up.
And then the next day
And
it rained.
I got on
so
my Facebooks.
Jesus has got to be right.
I got on my Facebooks and I said, Prayer Warriors, mount up.
Mount up, boys.
We got another one to save.
We lost one, but we gained two. And how that happened was, on my deathbed, I seen 2 twin babies.
Radio edit. Oh, shit. That may have went awry.
That's fine. Fuck it. We're
Fuck it.
Fuck it, man. We're doing it live.
Fuck it, I'm doing it live. I kind of like it.
What's that guy's name?
Anthony Jeselnik.
No, that's not Anthony Jeselnik.
With I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Amen, brother. This fucking thing sucks.
Facebook.
Facebook sucks ass.
I'm still on Facebook. You can look me up, but
Yeah, he quit for a minute. Shut her down. Back the next day.
no, I was off for like 10 days.
10 minutes.
10 days.
He was not off for... I don't fucking know.
I was off for at
I
least
didn't
10
even
days.
know he was off, and somebody had told me that, and I don't even
Yeah.
remember who it was.
I was off for like 10 days.
Said, yeah, Smitty's not on there. I was like, really? He didn't say nothing to me about it.
Yeah.
You didn't celebrate it.
No, I was just like, eh.
Luckily for him, it's 14 days before they got rid of his shit, so he was able to walk right back into
See,
it.
and I didn't know that. So when I fired it back up, I had no idea all my stuff would still be there.
Yep.
It's weird.
If you waited 5 more days and you log back in, you'd have to start all over.
Start from fresh.
I think that's the best way. I think if I was going to join again, I just wouldn't have any friends.
Just follow.
Just follow myself.
No, that's not a bad idea either.
What am I up to today? I'm feeling down today.
I better check Facebook and see how I'm feeling. Nobody's responding. I guess nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody
about
gives a
me.
fuck about me.
Oh boy. What a fucking deal.
What a fucking deal. So what else you got? Anything else?
We got the big we got Memorial Weekend coming up.
We do have Memorial Weekend coming up.
Big
What you going to do on your day off?
Oh man, I got
Wait a second.
3 of them.
You do, but I mean technically every day is, right?
Yes,
Let's
technically.
don't put that down.
Well, I mean technically, yeah. I mean for me, I actually work about 3 days a week.
I work about 15 minutes a week.
That might be
And I
closer
only
to the truth.
only do just enough work not to get fired.
That's very true too. No, we got the rendezvous around here. Big ordeal.
Continue
Yeah.
on.
So we have the
Rendezvous wants away.
Yeah, it's a French holiday.
It's a
around
French
here.
holiday around here. It's when
Where
the
people dress up in old time clothes and shoot each other with no bullets, guns. Reminds me a lot of Die Hard 2.
It. If I remember correctly, the war was about a ship called Diversity.
1812.
1812, and
Betsy Ross had this flag that she was making at home, and
that she sailed on the ship into the port of Vincennes.
and they were going to have these Indians carry it out, and these guys said, "No, them goddamn Indians ain't carrying my flag,"
Right.
and they shot them with these musket guns. And then,
But
this
they
was
missed
what
one, and so you can't miss because it's a clusterfuck to reload them.
Yeah. See, so in the time they're trying to reload this gun, this Indian's going ape shit crazy with this machete, and he's fucking cutting people's throats. He's taking hair. He's taking that back and make a rug out of it and shit. I mean,
That's how long it takes to reload. Basically, he started his own reservation in the time it took him to reload.
this is true.
And he built casinos. It was...
Not load, reload.
Oh... I don't know. I liked Load. Everybody hated it. I had to just think that it was a different band.
I see what you're doing with Metallica, but I'm asking, is it, would you load?
Oh.
Is that considered the first time, or do you say, hey, I'm loading, or
You
I'm...
load on the first one,
And
you
then you
reload on the
reload.
second one. Post-coitus.
Post-coitus. So that's a reload then.
That's a reload.
I got about a good 4 to 5 days before my second load.
All right. Get the fuck out of here with that.
All right, I'm lying. One day.
Oh, shit. So, yeah. Ship called Diversity. That's all you really need to know. Betsy Ross. Jesus Christ. The whole thing, the whole gang's here.
Technically, Jesus was the reason they did all this. The Indians didn't believe the same as these. What's these guys' name?
I think you're talking about Hispanics.
The Hispanics.
No, the Hispanics are big fans of the late JC.
They love him.
Love
They got these loopholes as they put these stickers on the back of their cars. Of Mary? Is that Mary?
I don't. Yeah.
They have pictures of stickers of
Big
Mary.
fans of Mary.
Big fans of
Big
Mary.
Catholics.
The Mexicans is.
Hispanics.
Yeah, Hispanics. Sorry, Mexicans. It's all the same thing. But and then they put. I've seen it so many times. It's not funny. And then the sticker is colors of the Mexican flag, and I think they feel if they put that on the back of their car, then they're going to heaven for some reason.
Well,
Because I mean, let's face it, Mexicans do some of the nastiest, dirty shit to people around. They steal. They cut people.
not all.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
We discussed this on the last episode. Not all of them.
Yeah, a lot of them do. I mean, out of all the Mexicans I know, I know of one that doesn't stab people, and I ain't even going to hold that one down to a T.
It's happened.
I'm sure he stabbed somebody. Hell, I think the one I'm talking about stabbed somebody at work. Make shanks and all kinds of stuff.
There's nothing bad about that. I mean, there's a lot of people that like stab at work.
It's true. But yeah, so to get back to the whole the spirit of the rendezvous thing here, and this takes place on it's all weekend, isn't it?
Dude, yeah.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, usually they clear out about midday Sunday.
Yeah, and then on the Monday, on the Memorial, they rest
Right.
because they fought on Sunday, which is usually JC's day of rest, and they said no. We fought yesterday. Fuck it, we're taking
tired.
Monday off.
We're shell shocked. Let's just sit out.
Hell, John lost his hair last night. I mean, that Indian scalped that motherfucker.
Right. I mean, look at fucking poor Johnny over here. He needs some time off. Let's give him Monday off and memorialize Johnny's hair loss.
That's right. And that's when they came up with Rogaine.
Ah, shit.
We're going to leave a spot open for Rogaine.
Oh,
Nothing short of 40,000 Rogaine, you bunch of hairless fucks.
Right. Well,
Do you think that shit really works? Rogaine?
I don't know.
There ain't no way.
I mean,
it
I'm
does.
a candidate before it, but I've never tried it. I don't really care.
You think? I mean, how many bald people are out there? And you can buy Rogaine at Walmart for like $40 or $50. I've seen it.
Yeah.
So if it worked, not that many people would be bald.
Right.
It's like the big dick cream people always talk about. You know.
Right.
You see it on the porn sites I've never went to, but you see it in the back of the magazines and stuff. Hey, rub this on your dick and then it'll grow 5 times bigger. Well, wouldn't your hand grow 5 times bigger? Wouldn't it be pretty obvious he's using this shit? You know?
What if your dick grew every year and then when you was old, it was just too big?
Like, oh, you think dicks are like ears. They never quit growing. That's possible. Sean about fell out of his chair. I don't think that's true. I think they never quit hanging.
No.
Because the older you get, the more they droop and hang.
I heard that on a TV show the other night and laughed my ass off.
About dicks
Dude,
never quit growing?
The dude was drunk and he was talking to a bunch of people and he's like, what if your dick never stops growing and then when you get old it's just too big? And I giggled like a little schoolgirl.
That's pretty funny.
I liked it.
But what were you watching?
Southern Charm, I think is the name of the show.
So, like Skinamax or something?
Bravo.
Oh, Bravo. Bravo.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty bad.
I don't think they do nude flicks anymore on Cinemax, do they?
I've seen some. I fell asleep and watching the TV, watching a movie, and then woke up at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
And there's...
And then
what the hell was that name of that one that used to be on all the time?
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big deal when you're 16.
Oh, if you get to watch Emmanuel and you're 16, look
Yeah.
out, bud.
Yeah.
You're weekend.
No, really,
set.
look out.
Yeah, look out, yeah, because
Just get-
shit's flying.
Bad things are happening. There's some rooms that you shouldn't walk into.
That's right. I always said, hey, if my underwear hanging on the door handle, don't
Tell
open
that
that.
too.
I told my dad, I said, hey, my underwear's on there. Don't be coming in.
And then he didn't even question. He just said, understood.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just don't understand is how come your underwear is standing up by themselves and they're not even on the door handle?
He said he only had one word. He said Emmanuel, and you like nodded, and
Yeah.
that was it.
I'm on Lost in Space right now. I don't know why, but out of all the ones I watched back in the day, that's the one that pops in my head the most.
Lost in Space.
Emmanuel Lost in Space. You never seen that?
I honestly don't think I've seen maybe one of them because we didn't have Cinemax when I was growing up.
yeah.
So I missed out on it. I knew about it, obviously.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I still jerk off manual.
Still do it manually, huh?
I'll edit that out.
Why? Nah, it's just there's nothing wrong with it. A good old porno's good for everybody, man. You think?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. As long as you don't let it.
Take over your life. I
Right.
mean, there's people that are, well, can't wait to get home to close the doors and
I'm going to beat my dick. Gonna beat my dick.
where the laptop at? Where the laptop at? I mean, everybody knows you do that on the work laptop. That way nobody at home catches you.
Right.
That makes
Well,
sense. I mean, I don't care
that
about my
or-
job, but
I'm sorry. I mean, that's how I learned computers is how to clear my history.
see, I've never done that. And I don't know nothing about computers. I mean, of course, everybody knows I know SQL code, but that's it. I don't know anything about computers. I can program some shit. Like I'm working on doing a video game right now.
Yeah, he is. He taught me Linksys.
Linksys and Betamax, I think.
Cisco.
Cisco and Betamax. Every time I tell it, it's a different name because I don't know any of it.
Scientific Atlantic.
Scientific Atlantic. GI.
Bitches. What else we got?
Fuck, I don't know. Do we have anything else? How many minutes in are we?
30. And a lot of that's just bullshit.
That's all these are is bullshit, bud.
Bullshit.
Baloney shit.
I will say, let's see, I got one, it's kind of a rant. More of a rant than anything else.
I like rants.
Alright, so when you pull into the parking lot at Walmart,
Oh, back to Walmart.
yeah, how do you navigate the parking lot? Do you drive straight across, Or do you follow the fucking rules and go down to the bottom, up, and then back around, or go to the top and then down the lines?
I always go to the bottom.
Okay.
I always go to the farthest one away,
All right.
and I always park away from all the vehicles. I'm
Okay.
not the fat fuck that's going to sit around and look for... Now, look, I'm glad you started this, because the people that sit there and wait because somebody's backing out because they want their spot drive me fucking insane.
I witnessed that today. It was a good, I would say, 3 minutes of them just sitting there.
Like, I mean, they could be just walking out with their grocery cart, and they just sit there and wait because, oh, it's probably going to be closer than what I could find. I'm like, you could already parked at the fucking bottom and walked your fat ass in by now.
They've been halfway done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even mess with it. I just go to the bottom. I like, here's the last car. I'll park a couple below it and then walk my fat ass in.
Well, here's my bitch. Okay. I will come in the side, and I will go to the bottom. I will find, and I do the same thing every time I go. So I will go down, around, and then I'll come up, three, 4 lanes down, and then go back up, right? So I'm in the legal lines of the fucking parking lot. I am following society's rules, the rules that society deem that we should follow.
Rules of the road.
Rules of the road. And I'll be damned if somebody doesn't come charging across the fucking parking lot. Perpendicular. Look it up.
Which way is perpendicular?
Look it up. And they're coming at me. Now, here's the funny part. I consider myself in the legal position to continue because I have no reason to stop because I am following society's rules at this point. So I barrel up through
Not
there.
rules, laws.
Laws. I don't know about parking lots. I think there is a whole different thing.
No, there can't be.
I don't
Why
know.
would they make those lines for them?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Anyway, so I will be driving up there, and there'll be people coming across, and
Has to be a law.
I'll just keep going.
Because if it's not a law, then they can't have stop signs,
Or stopping.
or stopping signs in a parking lot. So it's got to be a law.
Hey, you.
Law, final answer.
Final answer.
Lock it
Anyway,
in.
breaking the law, coming at me. I will go straight up the middle. I will not look at them. I'll just keep going, and they'll come up there and they'll slam on their brakes. Because, I mean, my car, if it takes a hit, I could really care less. As long as it still functions, hit me.
Not taking much off the value, right?
Right, yeah. You're not going to hurt it. So my thing is, I want them to hit me. I wanted to prove them that they're wrong. So I will barrel up through there. Sometimes I'll even see them coming and barrel up through there and make sure I meet them. Just to be a dick. But, anywho, but they'll just sit there and they'll just stare at me and look at me like I'm in the wrong. And I'm like, you're in the wrong. I mean, you're coming across lines. You're not designed to cross lines. It's just habitual line crossers these people are.
Habitual.
And, I had one today where I was coming up the thing and I look over and there's a woman coming across, nice car. I'm sitting there like, I got nothing to lose. So I'm...
got no fucks to
I
give.
got
Let's
no
go.
fucks to give. Let's do this. So I get up there, and she is right almost in my door, and she slams on her brakes, and I just keep looking forward, like, you're the one that's wrong. I'm waiting for the day that somebody follows me to my parking spot. That's going to be a good day for me.
I'm gonna get out and beat the fuck out of some folk.
Yeah, because I'm waiting on it. It's going to happen. I've done this several times now, and every time the one old guy, I thought he had a heart attack or something because I look back and he's still sitting there. And we're talking a good 2 minutes passes. He didn't move. I'm like, oh, fuck, I may have killed this guy. Technically he killed himself because he's in the wrong, and then he slammed on the brakes. So that may be a suicide. I'm not sure. I have to look up the guidelines on that one. But anyway, yeah, that's my pet peeve. And it's a pretty strong one. It's one of my worst ones. I will hunt people down.
Well, I've had a similar scenario happen to me before. That I was at a stop sign. The dude in front of me didn't go. It was his turn. 4-way stop. He didn't go. So I tapped the horn a little bit. This guy throws it in reverse and fixing to come back at me. And I'm like, this motherfucker's crazy, you know. So I lay back on the horn, and you know, I get a little worked up from time to time. You know, I'll let my mouth override my ass. Is what my dad used to say.
Carried away.
Carried away. Yeah, my dad used to say, you know, you let your mouth override your ass. I still don't understand what that means, but so so I start screaming at this dude. I have no idea who it is, you know, if it's a guy or a girl or anything, you know. So I see the door open. It's a I don't know, 55, 60-year-old gentleman, and this guy is batshit crazy. He gets out of the truck and storms to me and is cussing and like foaming at the mouth and shit. And normally I'd have got out and at least screamed. I mean, I'm not a fighter. I'm not going to punch him, but I'd at least got toe-to-toe with him and screamed. And for some reason, all I could think of was this. How many guys you know are actually crazy enough to not know who's behind them and just go out on a whim that you're just going to scream in their face like that, you know? Now, if you're a chick, that's one thing, because most people ain't going to fight unless it's another chick, you know. But whoever it was probably saw me and thought, and now, I'm not a little guy by no means, you know. So, I mean, I thought, well, I ain't fucking with this guy, because if he's crazy enough to do that, he's crazy enough to bust me right in the mouth, you know. So, I just laid back, and I ate my words on that one, you know. He got back in his truck.
I'll be here in the back seat if you need me.
Yeah. Mikey! So he got back in his truck, and as soon as that door closed, I was like, I almost kicked that guy's ass. He don't even know what he had, you know.
I almost nunchucked you.
Yeah, I almost beat your ass, man. You don't fuck with me. I'm Brad Smith. You don't fuck with me.
No.
No. Yeah, so I mean, I see where you're coming from there, man. You can't let these low life, and that's what. And the thing at the Walmart, not everybody that shops at Walmart's a low life dirtbag motherfucker, but a lot of them are. I mean, if we're throwing numbers out, 90% of the people that shop there are like that.
Yeah, but that's what's funny about it. I mean, most of the time, the people that I'm trying to get them to run into me, they have nice cars and shit. So,
well, yeah, I mean, just because
it's almost like
dirtbags have nice cars sometimes.
It's almost like they're saying to me, I don't have to follow the rules. I got a cool car. I do what I want.
Well, think if you're a low life dirtbag scumfuck, you didn't pay for your own car anyway. So why would they care? They don't give a shit. I mean, it's people like me and you that are out here busting our ass 5-6 days a week, even though we just say we only work 1, 2, 3 tops. But
well, it's more quality than it is quantity. I mean, I can do 1 hour. In 1 hour, I do 8 hours worth of work. 15 minutes, I do
half day.
8 hours worth of work. I mean, it just depends on how much I want to ratchet it up.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can't do that, but if I bullshit all day at work, then I'm putting in two extra hours the next day. And then 2 hours extra the next day. Then the next day. And then I end up not getting my work done, and then I'll blame it on somebody else, you know. One of the minorities did it or something like that, you know.
Pick any. You got them all.
Yeah. We got the Heinz 57 group working, you know. But let's go over what we got working with us here. So we've got a Hilljack. Hillbilly Hilljack.
Who might be on the next podcast.
He will be on the next podcast. I'm going to throw it out here. We've got a black man. We've got a Puerto Rican. We've got a Mexican. He claims he's American.
He's Hispanic.
Hispanic American. Is that what he says he is?
Well, technically, yeah.
Technically, he's a mix.
He's
right?
really American, but he
was born here. But
he was born
he's
here.
He's got Mexican blood in him.
His heritage is Hispanic.
Yeah, we go over this every week. I still don't understand how he's not Mexican.
He still calls him Mexican.
He's still Mexican to me. If you look Mexican, you're Mexican. It's
like
me.
No, basically, your prerequisites are if you speak Spanish, you're Mexican.
That's true.
Not that you come from the country. No, it's if you can speak Spanish or you're brown.
Well, if you look Mexican, then you're Mexican. It's like me. If somebody looks at me and says, "Hey, he's a fat fuck," then I'm a fat fuck.
You are Hispanic. You're not Mexican. You have to come from Mexico to be Mexican.
But if half of your family came from Mexico, then you're.
But you were born on this soil.
How much of your DNA do you get from your mom or your dad? Isn't it more from one or the other? Isn't that like, is it the chromosomes or how'd that work? What am I talking about here?
That's exactly what I want to know. What the fuck are you talking about?
I thought that there was something that you got more DNA or something from your mom or your dad. Isn't that true?
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
For some reason, I think I've heard that. I could be wrong. But if that's true, and this gentleman's dad was Mexican, then that means 51% of him is Mexican. That means
nothing about his genetics makes up the fact that he's American. He was born, came out on American soil. He is now an American.
No.
Yeah.
That's not how that
It has
works.
nothing to do with his DNA.
No, it has everything to do with your DNA.
It just his geographic location when he came out.
He lived in Arizona.
Arizona is part of the U.S.
Yeah, but it's basically Mexico.
Well, yeah, I can't argue with that, but I mean, we still call it one of the 50 states, so it's still American.
It's not going to be like that anymore with Trump around. Oh, boy. We got to hear this shit again.
Yeah. Well, tell them about your story from the other day when you was at the eye doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had an eye appointment this week. Was it this week?
Yeah.
It was this week.
Yeah, week.
I had an eye appointment last week. I had a return visit this week. And this nutty bitch sitting a few seats down from me, she just kept saying, what was it? We're all in trouble. We're all going to die because Trump is made a bunch of bad deals with Russia or something. I can't remember how she said it word for word. I think I texted it to you, though.
Yeah, no, I was looking it up.
Anyway, it's something about how Trump everything she says wasn't even correct. And she wasn't shy about saying it. She was screaming it. And, I mean, there were several people in the waiting room, and all of them were just, like, trying to look the other way. And I just love people that talk like that.
Yeah, basically, you texted me and said, Donald Trump is in trouble with Russia. This crazy lady. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, I was,
Then he calls me.
typing.
Yeah, then he calls me and he's like, she is over here just ranting and raving about Trump.
Yeah.
Just ranting and raving.
She was. And I think that was the reason why she wasn't, in the back room, because obviously Donald Trump was the reason why she couldn't get free glasses or something. The only thing I'm thinking of.
Where's my Trump glasses?
Somebody took her Obama glasses.
Now Trump won't give her any.
Her Obama glasses. I love it.
So I wonder,
Took her cell phone and her eyeglasses away from her.
my question is, did they give her Obama glasses back, or did they just take them?
I think they took the lenses out.
And then handed them back and didn't say a word.
Well, they took her frames,
Here's
so
your
she
glasses.
had black frames, so they took them. And now she has white frames. That'd be my guess.
Oh, my God.
I mean, wouldn't you think that?
Sounds about right.
What if they were Mexican frames? What would be wrong with them?
They'd be made in Mexico.
Yeah, that's not what I was thinking, but, I was thinking the backs of them would be wet or
That's
something.
true. Oh, God.
These are a little moist around my ear for some reason. I don't understand.
Oh.
But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I've always been a glasses guy. I know you are. I don't know how long you've worn yours. I've probably had mine for 25 years now, probably.
I was in high school when I got mine.
I think I was in middle
No.
school.
No, I got mine in college.
Really?
Yeah. But I probably needed them earlier because when I finally got them, I didn't realize how fucked up my eyes were.
I was like doing real bad in school, and I couldn't see the board or anything. And I told my dad, I said, I can't see anything.
You're going to blame this on glasses?
Well, yeah, I mean, but when I got glasses, nothing changed. But
That's not it.
I can remember me and him were actually on our way to a IU basketball game, I think. And I couldn't read any of the signs on the side of the street, and I couldn't see the game. And we actually had good seats that night. And I was like, man, I can't see. I can't. I can't see the blackboards at school. This is, when you still have blackboards that they wrote on.
Right.
But-
I got mine. It was probably my second or third week in college.
I'm sorry, not blackboards, African American boards.
God damn. I put my glasses on and realized that the trees had definition. I didn't know that. For years, it just looked like big green blobs, and
That's weird.
I could actually see leaves. And I always sat in the back of classes, but I mean, I really didn't pay attention anyway. So
I usually sat in the back, but I usually ended up toward the front by the end of the year.
because you was in trouble,
They usually got in trouble.
right? I was quiet. I never got in trouble.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could have been. I would have been so much better.
No, I mean technically,
I'd still end up in the same
I was
spot.
gonna say we're pretty much in the same spot.
It doesn't matter. Fuck it, man.
Fuck it. Stay in school
Yeah, sure.
until you can get out.
But I mean, between us, we got. I mean, how many years of college? One.
Yeah. Probably one full.
One full. I took one semester. I know Sean's.
I took 15 at 15 different schools.
Well, the teachers were picking on him at different schools, so he
It's-
couldn't stay there.
Well, yeah, it's my height.
Yeah,
I can't read because I'm too tall.
they didn't have any desks to fit him.
Didn't have desks to fit me. The doorways were too short.
Urinals were too far down.
Yeah.
It's like he's going to elementary school every time he went into the bathroom.
Yeah, it really my
that could be
self-esteem.
bad, but never mind.
It was real self-esteem problems at that point. You know,
I see.
they don't make anything for me.
I couldn't handle school, and then, like I said, I went to school for broadcasting and thought, man, I'm going to love this, and then come to find out nothing was about broadcasting. I only had one class that was even close to it, and then I was like, well, fuck.
Yeah, I had that.
I don't know if that was just because I was stupid, didn't have enough of the right classes, or if they're all like that.
No, because I took computers, and I had one semester where I got on the dean's list, but all the classes I had were computer classes, and then the next semester they made me do math and all that shit, and I said, peace out.
Yeah.
I don't need math.
I mean, nothing past what you already know.
Right.
I mean,
I did actually pass at college algebra, which I'm kind of glad I did because with programming, 98% of it is algebra. I know I'm preaching to the choir here.
yeah, no shit, man.
Links is
Talking to the people listen to the cast, not me, bud.
right. So yeah, the math turned out pretty good, but yeah, I had this one. It was great. I would write my essays it was a literature class, and we had to write essays over books we read. So I of course read the book, and then I do my essay, and then which I'd always stretch it out, BS it.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I was kind of decent at, and then I'd always make my reports. I'd always name them 9 Inch Nail songs.
Yeah.
So there'd be one that was closer. There'd be one something I could never have. That was the title of my reports. And she'd always write on there. She's like, You're so imaginative. I was like, what the hell is she talking about? And then my next one, she's like, I don't know where you get these titles, but you're just. And I'd always try to find a title that kind of fit with what was going on. So I guess in that sense, yeah, I was pulling.
Yeah.
She had no idea I was pulling 9 Inch Nail
Yeah.
songs.
She didn't know.
No, but I had a straight A in that class, but we had to do a speech, and I cannot talk in front of people.
So that doesn't bother me one bit.
Freaks me the fuck out. So I would have had a straight A in that class, except I had to do that speech, and by not doing the speech, it knocked you a whole letter grade down. So I ended up with a B in that class. So I just didn't show up that day. The day I was supposed to do it, I just didn't show up.
So was it like stand in front of people?
Yeah, my class. And honestly, God, this is going to sound pitiful, but the only reason that I probably don't have a degree to this day is because I had to pass a speech class and I couldn't do it. I even had a class where all I had to do was talk to a camera, and then turn around, and then at the end of the semester, I had to go in front of a group of people, and I still couldn't get through that. I mean, this podcast is about the only thing that I've done, and yeah, there's no one around, while we're recording, obviously.
Yeah.
But even the thought of people listening to it would freak me out. So this is I've kind of stepped out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And
well, good, man. Proud of you.
It's getting better, but I just don't know. I don't like putting myself out there.
The only time I didn't ever want to get in front of the class was, if I boned up or something like that, which was, a lot back in high school and stuff. But Nick Carter in times and 29,
There was this one instance, and I don't know what got into me, but and
a high school boner you couldn't get rid of.
I'm not talking about boners.
Oh, I am. You couldn't get rid of a high school boner. You could beat that sumbitch in the wall and it ain't going nowhere.
You go out to the car door and slam it in there.
Start smashing it in the car door and going to the bathroom and, smash it down the toilet seat.
There's nothing tougher than a 16, 17-year-old boner.
That's true. And I'm not saying that to be dirty. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
There's not a guy that you could ever talk to that's not ran into that problem,
Right.
It doesn't have to be because of a pretty girl or you were even thinking about it. It could just been spontaneously just boom.
At that point in your life, you're really not even understanding the part with the girl yet. You just know that when you sit down and you hit that table just right, there's something magical about it.
Or you could just been shaking your leg, just tapping to music, and all of a sudden, boom, that was enough to set you off.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're touchy. But no, there was this one time I got up in front of the class, and I don't know what was wrong with me that day, but I had tied a...
Now, did you get tongue tied, or did you stutter, or did you just lock up, or?
I tied a shirt around my neck, and got up there and told the teacher that I was super Todd.
Todd or Tard?
Todd.
Okay. I thought you said super
I don't know
Tard.
why. I can't talk in front of people. For some reason, if I'm being goofy, I'm fine. So I told her I was super Todd. So she kind of looked at me, and of course the class was laughing and shit. So I had one word on each one of my cards. So you know how Letterman used to flip them? Yeah. That's how I did it. I'd read I'd read the word and I'd flip it. And that's all I did. I just sat there and flipped them. So I got done with it. I went and sat down.
So who picked them up?
And she came over. They just laid on the floor. Janitor. I like to give other people work to do.
Well, you was helping him out.
I was helping him out, right. So she gives me my thing, and on the thing it says, "Do not throw cards, and please wear clothing properly." I got a C on it. I thought, well, that's better than me not doing it.
That's true. That's better than me. I used to show a little cleavage back in the day, so thought maybe I'd get a better grade.
Just depends on who your teacher is.
Depends on who the high school teacher was. Maybe he wanted to see a little, sophomore boob action going on. I had some, so I'd show them.
Speaking of that, holy shit. How about all these teachers getting picked up for screwing their students?
Yeah, where was that when we were kids?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I was noticing it's on Twitter. I think it's Barstool Sports does a thing about every week on rating the recent sex scandals of the teachers, and it's amazing all these people getting caught for this shit. I'm like, what the hell?
And do you think it happened at all back then, and nobody said nothing? And today with the social medias and stuff, it's more.
I think that with
out there.
I think that's with everything. But the other thing I got to thinking about too was it really regressed back then? And if you think about it, these teachers are our age now that are doing this. So it didn't happen when we was around. So maybe somehow they're wired wrong, and now they're doing it.
It's true.
I don't know. I play a psychiatrist on TV, but that's about it.
Hey, it's close enough.
I'm just a shitty programmer.
Hell, you learned that from me.
That's why I'm shitty. Hey-oh.
Oh, ouch.
Ouch.
Grab it. Take it out of my back. It hurts you. God damn. This fucking guy here, he fucking threw that thing in my back, man. I tell you.
But no, I don't know where it comes from. But yeah, it's rampant now, and all the teachers usually that are doing it are, I mean, they're nice looking.
They are.
Damn! Miss Parker finer than a motherfucker. Damn. I knocked the dust off that pussy.
They're not people that you would say, they probably couldn't get a date.
I could also say that, you know, I only probably had one teacher that was even hot enough to even rank on that scale.
I think I probably had 2 or 3.
Really?
Definitely, yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
I'll picture it.
The
Sicily,
year?
1954.
1984?
No.
The time? I
Oh,
don't
this
know.
has been 95, 96.
You starred in the show Fire Starter? Tell me about that.
You should have fell out of your chair and been funnier.
Yeah. Well,
I've seen you do it before.
yeah. The year 1996. The class psychology. Tell us about that. Immigrants and faggots.
There we go. Immigrants and faggots.
They make no sense to me. They come to their country and think they'll do as they please.
Immigrants and faggots.
Like start some mini red or spread some fucking disease. Who's this? Do you know who this song?
Mm-mm.
What?
I got nothing.
Guns N' Roses? What?
What song's that?
It's off the Lies, Lies, Lives. Yes. How about I used to love her, but I had to kill her?
I've heard that one. All right, off to sports.
Off to sports.
It's going to be a first for us here at Open Toe.
Our first segment on Open Toe Radio that we actually thought about.
And this, not really. Downfall is only sport. Sean doesn't watch sports, right?
I watch curling.
Which is, yeah, big sport right there.
Big fan. I love curling. I don't know what it is about curling, but
It's the dumbest shit ever.
I absolutely love it.
What do you love about curling?
Okay.
You like the jack off in front and just cleaning the ice, or what do you love?
No, it's the fact that you can. I mean, they get so serious about it, and they're lining that
insane.
shit up, and then they. I mean, those girls know the exact way to let go of it. They sit there and they work it back and forth to get the thing to move left or right or go fast if they're trying to clear. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's almost, I don't, it looks easy to me sitting there watching, but I know in my head that that's got to be harder than hell to do.
Well, so do you watch it on like the Olympics, or is there something that I'm not seeing out there that there's curling going on?
Well, like last time I watched it, we was actually at the Mexican restaurant. No, it's not Hispanic. It's actually Mexican. But they had it up on the screen, and I was sitting there watching it while we was eating, and I believe it was like a qualification for the Olympics.
Do they all take it like super intense, or is it just like Japanese and Asians? Because have you ever noticed Japanese and Asian people take everything just fucking crazy intense?
No, these were we watched the Americans and the Russians, I think, because they're colluding. Anywho,
According to that lady, yeah.
I believe it was the Russians. Anyway, they were, yeah, it was intense. I mean, it was so funny because like the one girl, she was throwing the rock and then she'd be yelling as she's sliding it.
Well, she'd be black if she was throwing rock.
Yeah,
Slinging rock, throwing rock. Get it? That's a crackhead term.
I get it. Well, she got to be black though.
Well, it's a racist thing. Don't have to be, but for the joke, she had to be.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's Mexican people that throw rock.
Okay.
No whites. White people work. They don't throw rock.
They're consumers. They're working for
That's
the money
right.
to buy it.
Yeah, they're buying it off the blacks and the Hispanics.
God, dude. So anyway, she's slinging the rock. She's screaming down the line. These girls are sitting there. And then, depends on the goal. if there's nothing there, they're just trying to get to the center. If there is something there, they're trying to knock it out of the way. They try to set up blocks so the other one can't get in there, So it's, I don't know. Like I said, I love it.
Well, the only sport I actually watch, is basketball. The only sport I really care about. And, I mean, we're down to the finals now. We got Golden State and Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers getting ready to head off here.
Which, I mean, how many years have they been in this?
Golden State, this will be their third year, I think, going to the finals, and Cleveland's second.
Yeah.
This is the second year in a row for both those teams meeting up, though.
Yeah. I mean, there's something wrong.
No, when you got two best teams, there's nothing wrong.
I don't know what it is. I can't stand.
I have a problem with them not spreading the wealth. I think that's where you're going.
Yeah, it is.
Letting all the talent go to one team.
It's that, and yeah, there's something wrong with the same team wins every year.
Well, I think if you have a good team, you are going to get back-to-backs or triples,
Well,
as long as they don't break the team up. Go back in time. That's the way it's going to be. Takes a while to build up a decent team for the most part. So, once you get a good thing going, it's going to be hard to knock them down.
Yeah, technically all sports are kind of the same way because baseball used to be the Yankees.
Probably still is. I don't watch it, but I'm sure they're still up there because they buy everything, don't they? Don't they buy the
Yeah,
team?
they used to. Now, the funny thing is even when they were buying it, most of the time they didn't make it. They spent a lot of money and wasn't making it. That kind of makes it funny at that point.
Well, I don't know, I'm speaking of this probably wrong, but I think baseball, there's a cap to where what you can spend. Anything you spend over that cap, you're penalized. You have to pay a fee. And I think the Yankees were spending out some serious cash there for a while and still weren't winning championships.
Right.
We'd have to ask our friend BC, but I'm not for sure on that.
No, I don't know either, and don't listen to anything I say about basketball, baseball.
I know for sure that on basketball there's salary caps, and you can only spend so much. I'm a big Lakers fan, and obviously they suck right now, but.
Well, you're probably pretty excited about LeVar Balls coming in.
Yeah, boy, top notch right there.
That's...
No, I'm not.
I don't know nothing about basketball, but I do know about this douche.
Well, he's not a douche. It's his dad's that's a douche.
Oh, my God. Did you see what he did recently? With that Colin Cowherd and the reporter?
Yeah.
And then he came out with a T-shirt or a shirt that says "Stay in your lane."
Yeah. And I recently saw something... Was it maybe last night or the night before about him out with his, I'm thinking it's his youngest son, probably a high school team or something he's on.
Yeah.
Maybe middle boy, I don't know. I think there's 3 boys if I remember right.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah, so I don't know which boy it was. It's obviously, it looked like he was in high school. So, but his dad's a treat, man. He's out there screaming at him and jumping his ass, and he wasn't doing real well. But, goddamn, you don't play 100% perfect every night, You're going to have down times, and other teams are eventually going to beat you, It's just going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, but I will have to say, I could be wrong, but I don't think that Cleveland has a snowball's chance of hell winning this year.
And why would that be?
I don't think they can match up with the talent, honestly. On a point guard scale, they can. I think that Kyrie is just as good as... What are you doing?
It fucking came off.
We got mic issues going on.
I feel like I played a saxophone.
You kind of look
and
like
that
you're
wasn't a
playing.
saxophone, that was a guitar. But anyway.
Well, yeah. It's like an 80s show going on here with the saxophone. No, I think at a point guard scale, I think that Kyrie and Steph are pretty close, but, past that, it's even though I hate LeBron, it's going to be hard for anybody to match up with him. But
what makes someone like LeBron or a Jordan, what makes them so special? What makes them good? Why are they so far out ahead of everybody else?
Work ethic, for one. But a lot of it's just natural talent, man.
It's amazing to me that how one person can take over the sport like that.
Yeah, I mean, ever so often it happens. I mean, Kobe Bryant just left, and he was that way.
Yeah, but I was talking about good players.
Here we go. I mean, a lot of that. I mean, it's just natural talent, man. I mean, yeah, they've worked on it, but I mean, I can work on it every day too, and I'm not gonna be able to be that good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of it you're born with. I mean, there's nothing they're doing extra that helped them jump 50 inches. You know?
Yeah. See, NBA to me, and I'll tell you why I don't like it. I'm not talking to the mic. Anyway, the reason I don't like NBA is because it seems like every game's close, which doesn't seem right to me. Why would every game be close?
Not true.
Majority of them.
Majority of them.
They play too many fucking games. I mean, it's like every night somebody's playing. It's hard to keep up with. It's
There's
not
a
a
lot.
sport like, let's say football. You got 16 weeks and you get your playoffs.
Yeah, but football they only play once a week. Right?
That's what I'm saying. I can keep up with that. NASCAR, you know, you can fight whether it's a sport or not.
Yeah, it's not, but okay.
You know, still, you once a week. However many weeks. I haven't watched NASCAR in years, but baseball is another sport. Too many fucking games.
Yeah,
It may be even worse than basketball. I don't know.
it is worse than baseball.
Basketball.
No, baseball's worse.
Baseball's worse than basketball.
Yeah.
See, I can't speak a whole lot here because I don't know a whole lot about it. I used to watch baseball a long time ago. I watched basketball probably during the Jordan days just because that's what you did in the 90s. I had a friend that was really big into Rodman, Pippen. Not really a Jordan fan. I don't remember it. I mean, he liked him, but I think he was bigger than the other two for some reason.
Yeah, I wasn't even really a big Bulls fan, but I mean, how can you not like Jordan?
You'd have to watch, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's something about Jordan though too. I mean, I heard he's a real dick, but he didn't seem like a dick back then.
Well, he's competitive. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I think.
Whereas like everybody hates LeBron James nowadays. He
Well,
comes off as a dick.
The difference is LeBron is a whine baby. I mean, he flops, he cries, nothing's ever good enough for him.
He also lives in the time of Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah.
So he has to deal with all that shit too.
Yeah, but that's not saying that he's not a
No,
crybaby bitch.
I'm not. I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't know. There's just something about his attitude.
I don't like
just
the way he
him.
carries himself.
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
I mean, Jordan, for the most part, well, win or lose, I mean, he went to at the end and he talked to the media and dealt with it. And whether you like that or not, that's part of it. You got to do it. You know,
Right.
you're making millions of dollars a year, and that's part of your job to talk to the media. If you don't want it, then don't go play. I mean, it's just how it is. Especially if you're the best out there right now.
Right.
You're going to get a lot more than, say, somebody coming off the bench in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and like I said, it didn't seem like he was trying to be a. I mean, there was times he was a dick, I'm sure, but he didn't portray. I mean, he always looked like he was either determined or having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference with him and LeBron. It's just the way you carry yourself, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not much of a professional.
No, he's not.
Yeah, well.
Well, I think on that note, I think we ought to sign off.
We'll wrap this baby up. So, for my family and yours. All right. From Smitty and myself.
Don't forget to follow us on Open Toe Radio Twitter feed.
Yep, go to the Open Toe Radio Twitter feed. The website is up. It's kind of basic right now. I'm still working on it.
OpenToeRadio.com.
OpenToeRadio.com. You can go to iTunes from there even and subscribe. You can go straight to our website and subscribe through your phone. If you have an iPhone, it'll take you right to on the podcast app, and you can go ahead and subscribe straight through there. You can also go to the website and directly download if you don't have any podcast software. You can just go to the website, just hit play, and it'll take you right to the latest episodes. We're also going to try to set up a Patreon account this week. That's kind of a subscription service. It's not mandatory, but if you kind of like what you're listening to, want to throw a few dollars our way, we'll take it. We'll have to set that up and see how that works. We may end up giving prizes and shit away. Just depends. We haven't really sit down and talked about it. So
gonna start hitting some merch. I think it's getting close.
Yeah, we're getting close. I feel it. It's time. Well, we're doing pretty good. We was a little late this week on recording, but we're still getting this one out this week, and we'll have another one turned around. And
this weekend with the long weekend.
Yeah, we should have one back out on Monday. So we'll go back to regular schedule hopefully, and we'll try to stay on that schedule. But yeah, I feel like it's time to start spreading out and getting some merch and maybe getting a few subscribers to us. And it won't be nothing big, maybe $1 a month or whatever. But anyway. Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it.
Come back again next week. Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Remember, if you don't like us, don't listen. Go fuck yourself.